Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Fadila binti Tegriman from 3BMMA Section 2/1. So this video is regarding for my lab test in the subject oil and debris analysis. So watch this. Okay, so this is the question of the lab test. So the task is to choose a brand of gear oil that has the same grade on the internet. Let's see what its grade. The grade for the question is ISO VG150 for gear oil on the machine. Gear oil. So we should find the same grade as this case study. Next, and after we state the brand, we should find out the properties and then provide a link. So let's find what type of the gear oil. Okay, so I choose this brand that have same grade, viscosity grade 150. Okay, and its properties is it's provide high resistance to high loads and resistance to oxidation under high pressure and temperature conditions, and it also provide protection against wear and micro pitting. Okay. So this is the answer. And then provide assessment on the gearbox condition in terms of its wear conditions. Let's see on the figure 1. On figure 1, and this is the failure on the gearbox. So we should identify what type of wear condition based on this figure 2. So based on the figure 2, we should identify what type of wear. So I think that its mechanism of wear is adhesive wear. You can see by there is a rub surface on the gear oil, and also it has a sinusoidal pattern with varies in size, where we can see that this much longer than the last one, this size. It's smaller than the others. Okay, and this type of mechanism of wear can causes by the sliding friction between the two matting component in the gear oil. Okay, then next to the for the third question is based on oil property and specification of the oil in task 1. Select type of oil properties that you feel is important to begin your oil analysis process for the gearbox oil and explain why. So I think that the viscosity is much important things in order to choose the oil in lubricants, because it can prevent from the components in gear oil from the corrosion and can protect wear and friction, because from the viscosity it can determine whether the lubricants can have a strength lubricant film that can prevent from the moving part from has a highest friction. And at the same time, when we choose a right viscosity grade of oil, it can increase the efficiency of the lubricants. Okay, so for the question 4, choose the standard test method that stated in task 2. So in task 2 about the failure on the gear oil, so it about wear, and I choose the standard test method based on ISO 4406 1999 to determine particle count analysis. Okay, so this is the apparatus that we need. So this is the procedure. All this procedure is about the test method of ISO 4406 1999. Yes. And the question last is, if the result of the analysis obtained in 3 and 4 are abnormal and out of control, explain the significance of the result and state your next step. So I think that if the abnormal and out of control is like if the particle count is very thin and many contaminants on the gear oil. It is because of the we operate the lab without a precise ways. So we should take a contamination control to prevent, and also can just remove the contaminants in the gear oil. It can do by replace a standard filler or a standard filler cap with a disassemblator to reduce and ultimately eliminate moisture and remove particulates. That's all. Thank you.